What's going on? I'm back, and I just beat Golden Godfrey. I decided to switch off the Mimic tier. I used Lethal the Headless, and it took like 3 attempts because I just kept running away and throwing lightning at this guy. And it really is that easy. So I don't know if the same strategy is going to work for Margit, or is it Morgott now that he's leveled up, but I'm pretty sure he's too aggressive for this strategy to work, so I'm probably going to try and switch back to the whatever the twin blade one is, just because I think he's relatively weak to that. But I'll just cut, of course, to when I'm there, and probably dying very quickly. Okay, so I'm about to try Morgott, and I did switch back to the Mimic tier just because if I am going to go bleed focused, then I think that should help. It wasn't throwing lightning before, so that's why I wasn't bothering with it, but I think this is going to be a better option since all it has to do realistically is attack. Don't care about this guy. Oh, he's really close. Okay, well, you know, that could have gone better. Put it very gently. Yeah, don't summon right away. That's what I learned from that. The Mimic tier also does remove a lot of health for me, which I can't say I'm a fan of. I probably could allocate my flask charges better. Because I don't think I'm going to need much FP for this fight in general. Oh, see, now this is better. Because before, he was way up in my business. Okay, well that was a lot of damage. That went better than I expected. I will give it one singular more try before I just cut. Seems to be a recurring theme, but I personally don't think it's super exciting to just watch someone try and try and try. Unless you cut it a lot, but I don't feel like doing that much editing and having like an hour of footage potentially. Not that I think I'm that bad, but it's very likely that it will take a while. But it literally was like 2 or 3 attempts for Godfrey, so it's pretty good. Not realizing how that was missing. Okay. Oh, these. He does a lot of damage. it. Okay. The last attempt was better somehow, but I don't know what I did. Considering I got him into a second phase pretty quickly, I think this won't take very long, but you'll be able to see behind me how quickly the sunlight changes, so. Another cut. Well, I finally beat Morgott. It took me a really long time, and I will go over my strategy. I was thinking I should do, like, you know, just a trial run to show before I beat him, but basically my strategy was I summoned Melina, used her as a distraction to get off Scarlet Rot, and then kind of just poked at him to switch aggro off her so I could get him to this phase 2, and then I summoned the Mimic Tier with Rotten Breath and kept using the katana to poke at him to kind of just bounce aggro around so I could waste time. It's not exactly the most like elegant strategy, but it worked, and basically I was originally just summoning the Mimic Tier right away, and that did not work because it died too quickly, and then it ran out of Scarlet Rot. So after phase 2 I started summoning the Mimic Tier then to see if that would work, and it did. I was really frustrated with myself because I tried it last night and I had like a full, you know, bar of FP, and he was on literally like so little health that any amount of damage would have killed him, and instead of, you know, using Rotten Breath to do any amount of damage from any distance, I was like, oh no, I better run up and hit him with the sword, and that did not work. So I was very frustrated, but I'm glad everything finally worked out, and I think now I should be able to just run straight to the mountaintop of the giants. I know the pole blade will work better on the giant than it would on this guy, just because the giant you can actually like hide underneath, which was supposed to be my plan for Elden that did not pan out at all. But the giant actually you can do stuff with.
Hello again. Allow me, you are unprevented. The thorns
I
are
think I should just get me some more health, because that is probably what I need most
Shall I turn your let my
at this
share them
point.
with me.
Yeah, I should be able to get 2
Your thoughts.
grades. I don't think there's really much in the way. I know there's a dragon that can spawn in if you're not careful, but I think that's about it. Yeah, I saw Ken is saying he's getting a little tired of Clash. So hopefully he'll actually play Elden Ring. People are now getting in on the joke that it will be several generations of his family before he can actually beat the game, which was my sentiment to begin with, but he at least actually said again that he was thinking about playing it, which is more than before when he was just refusing to acknowledge that he'd played the game. I will take off the shield because really this was just me like having so much trouble with morgott that I literally went and got the Dragon Crest Shield Talisman and the Star Scourge Heirloom, which that was more of an accident because I thought I could try and stun him with Lion's Claw. I never did that because I don't think I have a weapon that it would really work on, but yeah. It took me a while. It took me a lot of attempts to get that done. Originally I was just trying to proc bleed on him. That didn't really work. A lot of things did not work. He's not like the well, I don't know. I want to say I had more trouble with him just right now than I did even with like Elden Beast the first time I played through the game, just because he's so mobile. Like that alone is probably enough to get him to like as one of my most hated bosses, although he's really not that bad. I feel like I should have been able to get my horse by this point, because that guy's just chasing me down. I don't like that. But in getting this done, I am getting closer and closer to my mini goal challenge of can I beat the game before Ken even uploads a video of Elden Ring again. And I don't like Fair Missoula, just like navigating it is hard. And I'm very confident that all of the bosses in there are also going to take me a lot longer, because basically I've just rushed through the game to the point that like I have the bolt is level 4. The twin blades is also level 4, but I don't have like anything else upgraded because I've literally just been trying to do things as quickly as possible, which is not conducive to long-term sustainability. So I don't really know what my plan is, because bleed works on the giant. I don't really think it's that viable for the apostles, and Malekith is like also too mobile, I think, to really make it an effective strategy. So I don't know what I'll do. But the rot is pretty useful. It might work for Malekith. Oh.
Finally, the tarnish. Oh my, I fear that you were well. As for his, I hope you can.
I don't really need to talk to him. I'm planning on not having armor eventually, just because I do like light rolls, but back to what I was saying, my fear for my mini challenge of beating the game before Ken uploads again is that I am not good at getting time to play this game. I mean, as I previously mentioned, he has the advantage of not being employed. So I don't have a lot of free time to get something like this done. Which, I mean, the world record is like under an hour. Obviously, I'm nowhere close to that, but I could hope that I'd be doing better than, like, I haven't looked at what I'm now. I'm guessing I'm at like at least 10 hours, if not more. Which, compared to my first time beating the game at like probably at least 100 hours, but I was exploring a lot and actually like playing the game rather than just trying to do it as fast as possible. So yeah, I don't know if it's something I can accomplish just with my limited time availability. Also, personal life thing, my sister's getting married, which is really cool, but that also does not make it easier. Do you have to go up there? I am worried I'm not going the right way. Could have sworn it was over here, but I also know I had to pass by the lake, so if I did not go that way, that means I did something wrong. Oh, there's the jump thing over here. Maybe this is right. I do gotta say, mad props to the people that like played this game when it first came out that did not have a guide on how to do anything, because I would have hated that so much. It's not even fun. Yeah, I think this is the right way. I would like to find a site of grace because if and when I inevitably die, I don't want to have to run all the way back, which seems like it will happen. So I completely forgot about these giant skeletons. Not really a fan of any of that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But I feel like there's one over here somewhere. I'm not even, okay, I don't remember where the bridge is. Be useful. Oh, okay, well I don't know what I did wrong before, but I was supposed to go down there. Which I feel like there is a site of grace somewhere over here, but I don't really know. If there was, surely it would be on the side of the lake. Or something, but as long as I can avoid the dragon without dying, I should be fine. And he's just right there, which is awesome. And there's a lobster. Remember that as a feature. Hopefully I am going... Okay. Yeah, it didn't really work, but... I'm pretty sure there's a site of grace somewhere over here. If not, I'm going to be upset. But maybe the church has one, so I'll just go this way. Unless this is actually not a church, and I... No, it does, okay. This is probably enough for a flask upgrade. I don't remember what I have, though. Yippee! Alright, I should at the very least be able to get to the place where the fire giant fight starts. And I will call that good because between the last few times I've recorded, instead of, you know, just doing it all in one sitting like before, which was, you know, it was fine. It was just I didn't have the time or necessarily the patience to get that done recently. I don't even remember what I was about to say. But yeah, since it's been split up, I feel like I have made good progress. It's just not, from my perspective, as much as it could be, I guess. Well, I'm sure since I keep cutting, it'll edit it down to like another 15-minute video, which is not too bad. Definitely better than... I think the first two were like half an hour each, which is nothing crazy, but more than I'm used to for sure. Also, the set pieces in this game are just absolutely wild. I definitely don't take enough time to appreciate that. I don't think Rivers of Blood would really be worth trying to get. That being said, it is a pretty good dex weapon. I think it is dex scaling, so if it scales better than Eleonora's pole blade, I might try and get it, but I know the NPC fights aren't fun. Not that it really matters for anyone but me. Really don't like the noises I hear. I just wanna get up. Oh my goodness. Thing is up there, okay. I believe this is the nearest site of grace. I'm glad I didn't have to deal with that. And it is just right up here. And there's the church. That's right. Am I crazy? Yes, I am crazy. Alright, well, I will just stop right here. Why can't I get off my course? There we go. I will stop right here, and then whenever I pick this back up, I'll be fighting the fire giant. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully that wasn't too boring with how much I was jumping around, but it is what it is.